Welcome into Just an Average Football Podcast, where every week is football week. It is draft week, fellas. Man, I am excited for this week. This is like Christmas to me. I'm joined, obviously, as always, by Casey. We got Josh in here for the draft as well. Before we get started, though, I want to give a quick shout out to, I don't know if you guys, Casey, I don't know if you've seen this or not. We actually gained 10 subscribers in the past week, which is awesome. So I want to give a shout out at the beginning of the podcast to say thank you to everybody that's been watching and been tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, subscribe. That helps us out a lot. You know, whether it's 1 subscriber, 10 subscribers, 20 subscribers, you know, we appreciate everybody. And we're just continuing to build this small podcast into hopefully something you guys enjoy. But today is our mock draft special. We do this every single year. That's why we bring on Josh here. Didn't know if we were going to have Josh. Really didn't know if I was going to have Casey because Casey was in Chicago all weekend. Josh got called out on Storm yesterday. And what time did you get home? How much, actually, another question. A different question. How much sleep are you running on right now?
Not a lot.
Okay, so if you make some bad picks, do not give him too much slack in the comments because he's probably running off 3 or 4 hours of sleep. But if your power's working, thank Josh, because he probably removed a tree off a line and then just sat there while the lineman showed up and did all the work. But
You're welcome.
yeah, this is the mock draft special. So what makes our mock draft special so much different than all these other mock drafts? Well, we let AI do some of the picks as well to really throw in some randomness into some of these drafts. So I know last year AI really kind of threw us off. I think it was me and Josh and Break that did it. This year's a little different because so many teams have 2 picks in the first round. So while you might have the Browns, as your 3rd pick, you might also have to pick for the Browns again because for some reason when you're using these mock draft simulators, it does not allow you to skip picks, which is super annoying. Those of you guys that like mock drafts, we're actually using the Pro Football Network mock draft. Tons of mock draft simulators out there you guys can use. This is just the one we decided to go with. But we're going to see who's done their research and who has not. I'm gonna go ahead and go out on a poll here and see that Casey probably hasn't taken very many notes, so he's going to just
no, but I know his
ball knowledge here.
I got a laptop up here.
Yeah, use his ball knowledge here. I took probably way too many notes, and Josh is probably right in between.
If I wouldn't have been in Chicago all weekend, I would have done what I said, what I was going to do.
Yeah. We've all got our favorite team's jerseys on. Obviously, I'm repping the Broncos here. Pat Surtain. Josh, what do you got on right now?
I got Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara, like that white. And then Casey, which one are you wearing? What Dolphin are you wearing? Is he even still on your team?
No, he should probably be for
Jalen Waddle jersey.
I have 2 jerseys, and they're both of players that got traded this year. So,
and yeah, 2 is your other one. So that I would rather wear. I would rather wear Jalen than Tua, so I understand that. So, without further ado, guys, let's just go ahead and hop into it. These mock drafts tend to take a while, and it's 8:42, and I've got work tomorrow. So, I mean, all of us have work tomorrow. Yeah. I just take tomorrow off if I were you, Josh, honestly. So let's go ahead and get this pulled up. We'll share the screen, and we'll get started. All right, so first of all, hopefully I got all of you guys the correct picks. I went through and double and triple checked. So if you there's a pick that you're supposed to make that you don't make that AI makes, I'm sorry. But I have the first pick here. Really, and before we get started with this, guys, I'm after going through this and watching. I mean, I watch all 22 film. I go through a lot of mock drafts. This is a very underwhelming draft compared to some of the players that are coming out next year. I realized, yeah. Not. I mean, it's still fun. I still love it, but I think next year is going to be a lot better. First pick here, Raiders on the clock. We're not going to be messing around. I realize there's been some talks of Ty Simpson possibly being a better fit for the Raiders at 1. Dan Orlovsky, I'm sorry, I'm not biting. We're going for Fernando and Mendoza here. Easy pick. He's going to come in and hopefully, bring that Raiders team back to relevance. So really don't need to spend too much time really on these first 4 or 5 picks. I think we're going to probably have a consensus on those, but Fernando Mendoza, golly, that's a tongue twister. First one coming off the board. All right, next pick is the Jets. Who is our Jets pick? That is AI. AI has the Jets pick. However, the Jets pick twice. Who's picking for the Jets later on in the draft?
I am.
You are. Okay, so second pick here. We're going to pretend AI just follows the board here. David Bailey is actually the second overall ranked prospect on this board. So we're going to pretend that AI takes David Bailey. I feel like this is what we're going to kind of run into. Or if you guys want to, we can come to a consensus pick together for the ones that are AI that aren't a random pick.
I think David. I think that's where he's going to go, anyways.
I think David Bailey.
Bailey or Reese.
Yeah, I think David Bailey goes to the Jets. I can see Arvell Reese as well. I think David Bailey is a more polished edge rusher. Arvell Reese is going to take some time. So I mean, if the Jets obviously their turnaround's probably going to be a little bit longer than 2 years. If they want Arvell Reese and want him to kind of be in that same process of developing with the team, maybe they go Arvell Reese, but instant impact player, I think David Bailey is probably the pick. So David Bailey will go number 2 here. Number 3 on the clock, Casey, Cardinals. Where are they going in this draft?
They're going defense.
Going defense.
Yeah,
okay.
I think they're going defense. I'm not 100% sure what's going on yet. I think the Jets and the Cardinals are going to decide on which 2 players go where. I think David Bailey or Arvell Reese are going to go to one of those 2 teams. So give me Arvell Reese to the Cardinals.
Yeah, and I like that a lot. And like I said, you 2 have this up as well, so you guys want to select the players as we go through as well. You can kind of see who's been eliminated. So Arvell Reese will be the 3rd pick here. I'm just waiting for me to click the wrong one and it get messed up. Tennessee Titans, number 4. A couple different directions they could go in this draft. Josh, where do you have them selecting here with the 4th overall pick?
I have the Titans taking Jeremiah Love.
Yep. Jeremiah Love. I love this. And for those of you listening, I have actually, I'll be dropping my full mock draft that I did with explanations on every single pick, all in the first round. Probably dropping that sometime this week before the draft, so make sure to check that out as well. But I do, in my mock, have Jeremiah Love going to the Titans. I just think it's too perfect.
Yeah.
It's really too perfect of a pick for him to go there. I realize, they've got some other needs, but when you can get an explosive playmaker that can help out Cam Ward the way Jeremiah Love can, I think that you've definitely got to go Jeremiah Love. So Jeremiah Love to the Titans. Okay. Giants. Am I the Giants? Oh, I am. Okay. So the Giants here, Jeremiah Love could definitely be in play for them if he sticks, or if the Titans do not pick him there at 4. I have my notes here of the people that I kind of see them taking. Wide receiver, someone to pair there with Malik Neighbors could be someone they look at as well. I actually have them going Sonny Styles. Let's get the defense a little bit. Let's
2
keep
picks in
building
the
this
top 10,
defense.
so
Trading away Dexter Lawrence. They do have a need at defensive tackle. I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure a single defensive tackle goes in the first round. They might not. I'm not too high on these defensive tackles in this draft, but I do think that taking Sonny Styles here just makes he reminds me a lot of, oh my goodness, the kid out of Clemson that came out like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. Can't think of his name Isaiah Simmons, who actually I think played for the Giants as well. Kind of reminds me a lot of him, just a little bit more polished. So give me Sonny Styles, number 6 here, number 5 here to the Giants.
You're going. Who'd you go?
Oh, we have a trade offer. Cleveland Browns have a trade offer. We're actually not going to be doing trades in this, so we're going to reject that trade.
So you're going Sonny Styles, okay?
I went Sonny Styles here to the Giants. Yeah, I think that he has great size, physicality. I think he would be awesome on that defense and continue to build what they're already building there in New York. Where did my pen go? I had a pen for all my notes and I lost it. You guys go ahead. Who's on the clock here? This is AI again. Who picks for the Browns the second time around?
I don't know.
Do.
Oh, you do. Okay. So Browns here at 6 once again. I think we just go with.
Well, this is
obviously.
So I think this is. So I've been seeing a lot of, and it's going to be projected that the Dallas Cowboys are going to trade up.
We didn't really talk about a lot of trade scenarios. Really quick, since we're only in the top 5 here. I think you have the Cardinals taking Arvell Reese there at 3. I think that could definitely be a trade back scenario for them. What I could see is them trading it back, getting extra draft capital, and then actually trading back into the end of the first round to get a quarterback. Very possible, very real. I could see Ty Simpson being the quarterback they go with, and then obviously, like I said, getting some more draft capital in the process. So we do have the Browns here. Browns need offensive linemen. They need wide receivers. What do we want to give the Browns? Do we want to give them just the best player available in Carnell Tate, or do we want to give them an offensive tackle? Maybe let them go with someone like Mayanu or Freeling. Spencer Fano's probably gonna transition to guard when he gets into the NFL. What are we thinking? We want to go offensive.
How does AI usually do it? Do they usually just pick the best one off the board?
Usually, yeah. Position of need, the randomness in this. We don't really have randomness. AI is our randomness here. So eventually AI will pick. But like I said, with so many teams having 2 first-round draft picks this year, it's just kind of how it worked out. And I cannot skip this pick. So I personally think Carnell Tate, he's not the pick that I have in my mock draft. I'm not going to spoil that. But I think wide receiver is they need someone there to pair with Jerry Jeudy. David Njoku is still a free agent. Don't know if he's coming back. They've got a great running back duo. Offensive lineman, I think it's a deep lineman class. It's like, do you want to get the best lineman or do you want to get one of the best wide receivers? And I think they'd probably go wide receiver here.
Yeah. So
we want to go ahead and stick with the board. I'm going to go ahead and give them Carnell Tate. I think it just makes the most sense.
That's fine.
Okay, so Carnell Tate going, nope, not doing trades here. So we're rejecting that trade. On the clock now, we've got the Commanders, which is Casey, back on the clock. While you're doing that, I'm going to figure this out.
So I think that they go wide receiver too. And since Carnell Tate is taken, because that's who I had. Going to the Commanders. Oh man, I'm gonna go Mekhi Lemon.
Okay, Mekhi Lemon, another really good wide receiver, USC. There's a lot of debate on the best wide receiver in this draft class. I guess it kind of depends on person or goes by fit as well. But I do like Lemon a lot there for the Commanders. We're going to be getting trades the whole time. So Josh, you are on the board. You are picking for your Saints. What are your Saints doing in this draft?
I think they're going to go defense first round.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the smart move to do because this is a really deep receiver draft, I feel like.
I agree. Yeah.
So I think they're going to go with an elite defensive player. I think they're going to go Mansour Delane.
Ooh, I like it. Staying in Louisiana.
Get an elite quarterback.
Correct, because he is from LSU.
Bruh, that's. I hope that he stays long enough for 11. I hope he actually stays long enough for us.
So staying close to home
that's
here,
what I
like
that's
that.
what I have for. That's what I have
for your Dolphins. Yeah,
that's what I had.
Yeah, so staying close to home, I love that. I love that pick. So we're gonna go ahead and take your corner there. Pair him up with old Kool-Aid on the other side. I like it. Kansas City Chiefs now on the clock. This is my pick. Okay, so let me go ahead and look and see what we think here for the Chiefs. I think this is kind of a no-brainer at this point in time. While wide receiver is tempting, with you see all the wide receivers coming off the board, I think they've got to be smart in this position. Right now, not a single offensive lineman has come off the board. You've got Francis Mayanu. I know it's Goa, but it's Mayanu. That's how you say his last name. He's got to be the pick here. You've got to be able to protect Patrick Mahomes. He's been getting protected to an extent the past couple of years. Josh Simmons, I think was it Josh Simmons they got last year in the draft for left tackle. You get Juwan Taylor leaving, going somewhere else. You need to fill the void left by him. But I think you take Mayanu here, and he is protecting Patrick Mahomes for the next 8 to 10 years, or however long Patrick Mahomes is there. So First lineman coming off the board going to the Chiefs. All right. Where are we at now? Is this AI again? Did AI pick? Did AI pick?
Okay.
So we're at Giants 10 here. Once again, supposed to be AI, but since I was picking for the Giants, this would have been AI because it would have been the Bengals.
Yeah.
So Giants here. They just grabbed a defensive player. Now we're here at 10. Wide receivers are still on the board. I was talking about wide receiver again. There's been some talks about Jordan Tyson possibly being the wide receiver they're looking at. I realize the injury history is concerning, but I believe when healthy, I think Jordan Tyson is one of, if not the best wide receiver in this draft class. Do we want to take Jordan Tyson here for the Giants, or do you guys have any other ideas or options?
I was thinking maybe an offensive tackle, but we can go.
Offensive tackle, offensive guard could be another direction they look for sure. I can also see them. I mean, right now, if you want to go defense, safety, I like Javon Holland. I like Tyler Nubin there for them. But if you want to continue to add to that, you've got probably one of the best football players in this draft at Caleb Downs out of Ohio State, setting it right there for him as well. So I think either Jordan Tyson or Caleb Downs being the selection here for the Giants would be ideal.
I would say probably Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson, okay, so that's one vote. Jordan Tyson. What are you thinking, Casey?
That's fine with me.
Build around.
All right, we'll go Jordan Tyson. Maybe an unpopular pick just because of the injury history, but I do love the wide receiver when he's healthy, so we're going to go Jordan Tyson here for the Giants. We are not trading. The Dolphins are on the clock, and Casey.
Okay, so
where are your Dolphins going here?
Since Delane is gone, I'm going Caleb Downs.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's why you were voting against Caleb Downs. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, one of the best football players in this draft. You guys just lost Minka too, correct?
Yeah.
So Downs comes in and immediately makes a huge impact on that defense there, continuing to build things up. Now you just got to figure out who is Malik Willis going to throw the ball to. But Caleb Downs, I love that pick. Dallas Cowboys. Who's got the first Cowboys pick here? It is Josh. And finally, when the Ravens come up, we're actually going to have an AI pick. So it's about time. Okay, Josh, where are the Cowboys going?
I think they're going to go defense. And since Delane come off the board, they're going to go with the second best corner in the draft.
Oh.
They're going with Jermaine McCoy.
Jermad McCoy, Tennessee. Actually, probably a duo of Tennessee corners going in this draft. Going in the first round possibly as well. His counterpart stepped into the action when Jermad got hurt. So it'll be really interesting to see because that's Colton Hood. For those of you guys that don't know who I'm talking about, Colton Hood, another really good corner out of Tennessee. But you're taking McCoy here for the Dallas Cowboys, which, I mean, you've got the worst secondary in the NFL. You're last in the NFL in pass defense. McCoy is a good pick. I like that. On the clock here, we've got the Rams. I'm picking for the Rams. This is traded. This is from the Falcons, correct? What are the Rams going to do here? I don't know where. Let's see what I have them. There's a lot of things here. A lot of things to take into consideration. There's been a lot of talk about the Rams wide receivers. Devontae Adams on his final year of the contract. This whole Puka Nacua situation that's going on, it's got me a little on edge a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen here. So just like all these other good teams do, Philadelphia Eagles are a perfect example. Not necessarily a need, but it won't become a need if you address it now. So why not just grab a wide receiver here? I am actually, even though Amar Cooper Jr. is ranked a little bit higher on the board, I'm going to go Casey Concepcion. I think he's a little more versatile. You can line him up anywhere. He's quick. He's good in and out of breaks. I like what he'd be able to do in this offense, playing maybe in the slot for this team and being the kind of a gadget wide receiver. So go ahead and give me Concepcion here to the Rams. And then our next pick is going to be AI. So let's see where AI goes. The Ravens will be selecting Reuben Bain Jr. Wow. Okay. So Ruben Bain Jr. goes to the Ravens, one of the better pass rushers in this draft. I like that for them. New coach up there. They get a little extra just because their defense was not great last year, but on paper it should have been. So hopefully he comes in and makes a big impact for them. So yeah, Ruben Bain Jr. AI, not a bad pick at all. Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the clock. Casey, where are you going?
Hold on, I'm trying to get. Okay. Who do I have? The Bucks.
You have the Buccaneers.
All right. I think that they beef their offense up. They just lost. They lost.
I see where you're going here.
They lost. What's his name?
Big old Mike Evans.
Mike Evans, yeah, and they still have Chris Godwin, right? And
Chris Godwin and Egbuka.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I think they're gonna give Baker Mayfield a little security blanket, and I think they're gonna go Kenyon Sadiq.
I've been seeing that a lot. I've been seeing a lot of ties of Sadiq to the Bucs, and if he does not go here, I think there's talks about him going to the Lions. There's talks about him going to the Panthers, but coming off the board here. So, here's the rumor that I've been hearing. If Sadiq is there at 17, they would be here's the I wouldn't call it a tinfoil hat. This is just like the rumors I've been hearing. If he's there, they draft Kenyon Sadiq and they trade Laporta. Has been tied to the Broncos, so Laporta would probably go to the Broncos for 4 picks, and then they would keep Sadiq there. Not terrible. That's rumors I've been hearing. There might not be anything to it at all. I don't know if you guys watch the Gridiron or not. Aqib Talib hinted that on draft night the Broncos are going to make another big trade or something's going to happen, sign another big player. We will see. But he also broke the Jalen Waddle news too. He knew about that in advance, so I'm not going to say he doesn't know anything. Kenyon Sadiq here going to the Bucs. Love it. Definitely gives just keep loading up on offense every single year. Can't go wrong with that. Jets here now at 16. Josh, you have the Jets.
Yes, I do. This is my wild card one, I think. I feel like they might go with Ty. Go with
Do you have a hard
time to say against Ty Simpson?
Ty Simpson, I love it. Something different there. Not trusting Geno, but Ty Simpson can come in and maybe, I wouldn't say learn from Geno, but I like that a lot. Outside, you always see it too. 6 quarterbacks went in the first 12 picks 2 years ago. Only 1 quarterback projected to go in the first round. Maybe Ty Simpson goes late. This could also be a trade back scenario for the Jets, but if he is their guy and he is there at 16, which he will be, you got to take your guy. So Ty Simpson, I like that second quarterback off the board going to the Jets. All right, I've got the Lions here. Taylor Decker, obviously he is gone. He is no longer playing for the Lions. I feel like their offensive line wasn't great last year. There's a lot of really good offensive tackles still available. Caleb Lomu is a nice fit here. Not necessarily a reach. There's a lot of really good players here. I'm actually going to take best player available as far as offensive tackles go. We're going to go Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. Get him in there. Replace Taylor Decker and hopefully continue to keep that offense rolling, especially with just Jahmyr Gibbs now behind him there for the Lions. So Freeling coming off the board. I'm taking my notes here, marking his name off. All right. Rejecting all those Panthers. Who is now up for the Panthers? Is that AI again? I swear to God.
No, AI did Dylan Dynaman.
Oh my goodness. I absolutely love this pick. So
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was looking at. I was like, Dylan Dynaman's
great
there.
Job. So Harrison Smith is no longer with the Vikings. You just drafted his replacement. I think Theinman is just going to walk. I think he steps in, and it might take him a couple of years, but I think it's going to play to the same level that Harrison Smith does. It's, perfect. There's a lot of these every single year. You have perfect fit situations, and I think this is a perfect fit for Theinman. And as I call him, Thieneman, going to the Vikings here. So Yeah, love it. Panthers with the 19th pick here. That is Casey again.
19. All right.
19 Panthers.
Yeah.
Have they already? They haven't drafted anybody yet. No. So this is their first pick. They need O-line. They need. I know we talked about O-line for them. They've just revamped their defense a little bit. Kenyon Sadiq definitely could have been in play here.
I think so. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna keep going their defense. And I think they're gonna take the safety out of Toledo, and they're gonna go to Manuel McNeil Warren.
All right. Taking a safety here, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, which I have seen quite a few mocks having him going in the first round here, but I like it. Putting him back there. You're basically taking care of all three levels. You got Jalen Phillips on the line, you've got Devin Lloyd in the middle, and then you put in McNeil Warren there on the back end. So McNeil Warren going, and maybe a surprise.
So in college, here's a crazy thing. In college, he had 5 interceptions and 10 forced fumbles.
Wow. So and that's what this team needs. They need more turnovers
over the 4 seasons.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that. I like that pick. I really do. Not a lot of people super high on him, but like I said, the draft is unpredictable, and I feel like this year is going to be the most unpredictable, just because it's heavy in some positions and pretty light in others. Let's see. Next pick here, we've got Josh, Cowboys pick. Yep. This is the Cowboys' second pick. They've already went with Jermod McCoy. You picked twice for them. How'd that work out? So they got a corner here. Where are they going with this next pick here? I'm really intrigued. You could do something really cool here. You could do something really fun for this mock draft.
I think they're just going to go still off defense.
Okay. All right.
I think they're going to go with Keldrick Folk.
Keldrick Folk, so they get an edge rusher. So you're not a fan of Rashawn Gary, and I don't blame you, because I'm really not a fan of him as well. You could have done something really funny here and just drafted Colton Hood and just paired the two corners back up from Tennessee with the Cowboys, which would have been hilarious. But I do like the pick of Keldrick Folk here, especially for the Cowboys. Good value as well. So Folk going 20 to the Cowboys. Steelers now on the clock. Who's got the Steelers? Is that me? It is me. Let's see. We're rejecting the trades. We don't want any of the trades. Let's see. Steelers. I have a guy that just sounds like a Steeler. I'm going to try to find him here. And I cannot pronounce his name at all, but that's who I'm going to pick. I think the Steelers, I think that, I think Aaron Rodgers is coming back. They just got Michael Pittman, so they've got a good wide receiver duo. I think O-line or edge, depending on the Hightower situation. I've heard a lot of rumors that Hightower or Highsmith. Is it Highsmith or Hightower? Don't quote me on either one of those. The other edge rusher they've got opposite of TJ Watt. I've heard rumors that he could possibly be gone. So Olavega, I think they call him Vega. Vega Ione. He is the offensive lineman out of Penn State. Like I said, he just sounds like a Steeler. We're going to go ahead and take him, put him in there at guard, help protect Aaron Rodgers. I'm assuming it's Aaron Rodgers next year. If not, you're solidifying the offensive line regardless. So give me a Vega Ione. And I probably just butchered his name, and I apologize. AI here picking again. Oh, my goodness. They actually did it. Okay, so AI. You drafted a position of need, which is great. You got Caleb Lomu here. I would not have went Caleb Lomu with this pick. I would have probably went Spencer Fano. He can play both tackle and guard. When Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater come back, they are the tackles. And Fanu probably could have bumped inside. So I don't mind the pick, though. I mean, they're getting a position of need here on the offensive line. Maybe you get Lomu playing just as good at guard as you do at tackle. But, after seeing what happened to Justin Herbert in that divisional round game, good pick. Eagles here on the clock. Casey, you know how the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep, and I'm going Spencer Fano.
There he is right there. they need a little bit of help there on the offensive line. It's not bad, but Lane Johnson's getting up there in age. You got other players that are getting up there in age, and like I said, they usually take best player available. I think in this scenario,
he had over 3,500 snaps at right tackle in college.
Yeah, so what they need, the biggest thing with him is his arm length. There's been a lot of talk about his arm length, and I'm really scared to click on this because I don't know what it's going to do. Hopefully, it doesn't make anything go away. Yeah, so these are really cool too. We probably really could have clicked on this and done this, but yeah, kind of tells you everything about him here, which is really cool. I'm pretty sure he was the one that had size score is a little low. Joe Tooney's a comp. We should have been clicking on this the whole time. This is really neat. So yeah, Spencer Fanu going here to the Eagles, like that pick, and then next up is the Cleveland Browns. We're not taking any trades. Who's got the Cleveland Browns? It is Josh. So their first pick, they took Carnell Tate. So they got a wide receiver with their first pick. Where they go in second pick, I think it's probably a really easy pick here because they've got to protect. Got to protect.
Go Caden Proctor.
Yep, I like Caden Proctor. Big offensive tackle out of Alabama. Can't go wrong protecting your quarterback for the foreseeable future. If Shador is in fact the future, which I'm assuming he probably is. So you get your wide receiver, you get your offensive tackle, two of the biggest positions of need for them, and they fill them in the first round. Bears are now on the clock, and that is me. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Bears. I think Bears probably go defense here. I know I said there might not. Oh, I gotta look and see here. I gotta look and see who's available. Oh man. Okay. I just said earlier that there wouldn't be a defensive tackle taken in the first round, but if Peter Woods is someone they like that they can take with this pick, I think it's someone they definitely consider. Messidor, the edge out of Miami, is like 25 years old. He has some injury concerns. I don't know. He'd be an instant impact player. They could go there as well. Oh, my goodness. This is tough. I might have to dig into my actual mock draft to see what I had them doing here. In my actual mock, another pick here, I actually had them taking Peter Woods. Yeah. Like I said, blue chip prospect here. Physical, explosive, good center of gravity. So let's go ahead and get Peter Woods here. Take him to the Bears. Probably gonna have a lot of people upset with me that I did not take Messidor, but that's okay. And then here we go. AI picked here for the Bills. Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver, Indiana. I don't know if you guys remember his game he had in college where he made that crazy catch.
I was going to say AI. I like AI going with a wide receiver here.
Yeah, they made that. He's got crazy good body control. I don't know if you've seen the I don't know who the game was against, but he made that toe touch at the back of the end zone. Penn State, just a phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal play, phenomenal catch. So good body control. You get someone to pair up there with DJ Moore. I realized, we got DJ Moore. We don't need a wide receiver. Well, right now you are loading up at the wide receiver position. I'm not sold on Shakir at being a bona fide number 2 wide receiver. Cooper maybe comes in and plays some
He's
slot,
a big body
plays
too.
outside.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, so I think what is he? Does it say how tall he is?
He's probably like 6'2".
6 foot, 6'1", so a bigger receiver for sure. But yeah, I like that. I love that they're continuing to help out Josh Allen. I really think that is what the new coach is going to do, is really try to help him out. San Francisco 49ers. Who's picking for the Niners here?
Me.
Casey picking for the Niners.
Man.
I want to see if you would go the same way I would go here.
I'm thinking offensive line.
Yeah. Yep. Two of their players are in their upper 30s.
And I'm going, and what I have here, I'm going Mac. I can't even say his name.
Ian Hanker or whatever.
Ian Hanker.
Yep.
I
I have them taking him in my actual mock draft. Yeah. The offensive line is aging. You get this guy in here to kind of have Trent Williams learn under him for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Or for at least a year. I like that. Love that pick, actually. Love that pick. Texans, oh my gosh, are now on the clock. Josh, you the Texans?
Yep.
Okay.
I think they're going to give C.J. Stroud some protection And they're going to take Blake Miller.
Blake Miller. And I think that we're going to see a run on offensive linemen. I think there's going to be a ton of offensive linemen taken in this first round. And there's a lot of good ones. I think Blake Miller's played how many snaps? Does it say in here? 54 starts as a 4-year starter. Yeah, he's played a lot. 4,000 snaps. So, I mean, you are getting a guy 6'6", 350 pounds long, physical, got a lot of tread on the tires, as some might say, but great pick, great player here to protect C.J. Stroud. So where did he go? Offensive tackle. Blake Miller. Love it. Kansas City Chiefs. Is this my pick?
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs. My pick here. Let's see. Chiefs. Okay, no, this is easy. I don't even need to pull up my notes. Chiefs were decimated in both free agency and the trade market when they decided to get rid of not only one, but two of their starting corners. So it's only right here they pick a corner. And since Josh went ahead and left the other Tennessee corner on the board, go ahead and take Colton Hood. I can see Avion Terrell, the little brother of A.J. Terrell, also being the pick here. But we're going to go Colton Hood, best corner, currently on the board.
Well, AI's picking my Dolphins.
Nope, it's not because we can't skip, and you've already picked the Dolphins once, so you're picking again.
I'm picking
we'll
the Dolphins.
We'll pick as a collective. But yeah, Colton Hood, corner there, instantly goes in, fills the need for the Chiefs. Colton Hood. Dolphins. What did you take with the first pick for them? You took
a corner.
Oh my gosh!
Took Caleb Downs.
Or safety, yeah, safety Caleb Downs. Yeah, okay, so.
I think I don't even know what.
I mean, you guys have got to have someone to throw to here.
Receivers.
You got Denzel Boston, maybe the only guy worth taking in the first round, and that's even you could even trade back. Not necessarily a reach. He's a big body receiver. I think.
So I think what happens is if we get what we really want in that 11th pick, I think it does end up getting traded back. I think what is going to end up happening is I think there's going to be a series of trades, and I think what really happens is Arizona trades back, drafts Ty Simpson this pick right here. Yeah, I don't think Ty Simpson gets drafted until late, and I think that's what's going to happen here at 30. I think Ty Simpson gets drafted here. So I think we get who we want.
Denzel Boston.
I think we get drafted back, but I don't know. What tight ends are there?
Stowers is not worth taking here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go.
You're looking at like 40s and 50s.
Offensive line.
Okay, offensive line. Like I said, your team here. So
yeah, I'll probably go offensive line here.
Okay.
I can't even see.
Offensive line. You're looking at. Do you need a tackle? Do you need a guard? Really not.
There's not really any.
The Texas A&M guard is a reach.
Maybe they keep going defense. I don't. I'm really banking on this pick getting traded.
Yeah. I personally think. I mean, they've got it. They've got to have someone. I mean, Malik Willis has got to have someone to throw to.
Boston. Denzel Boston.
I think he's like 6'4", 6'5". What is he? 6'3" and 5'8", 212 pounds. No. Yeah. I mean, might as well get a weapon. Give him someone. I mean, even if it's not, even if it's a little bit of a reach, at least you're showing.
Like I said, I think this gets traded back.
Yeah, at least you're giving someone.
I think they only have one pick in the first round. I think that's really
giving someone to Malik here. The Broncos want to trade up. New England Patriots. That is you, Casey. That you are the New England Patriots. So
okay.
Ooh, I know a pick here for them.
I think they go defense.
Yep.
And I think they go DN.
Okay. Yep.
And I think they go Akeem Messidor.
I agree. I realized, like I said earlier, got an injury history. He's 25-year-old rookie, but this is a team that is in a perfect position where he doesn't really, if he comes in and he's healthy, boom, cool, hit the ground running. You really don't need all this developmental time and stuff like that. Like, you're already a team that can use him, as a rotational player. They just got who they get, Draymond Jones in free agency. And you got Harold Landry on the other side. So I like that pick a lot there. And then the Seattle Seahawks. Josh, this is your pick. Please do me a favor and pick the player that everybody wants to see go there. You have no idea.
Well, since they just lost their
I
Super
here it
Bowl
comes.
MVP
Here it
running
comes.
back, I think they're going to go with Jadarian Price.
I love it. Jadarian Price comes in. 2 running backs taken in the first round. Not only 2 running backs, 2 Notre Dame running backs.
Yeah.
Price is very overlooked, but he's a vertical threat out of the backfield. He's got good vision. I love this pick. I really do, and that's exactly who I would take here too. If I were, and it says 72. It's not. He's not that far down there. I think he's ahead of Mike Washington. Mike Washington fast as all get out, but I like Jadarian Price. So that is going to wrap up the draft. Wow, I think we did that in
we got an A+.
Under an hour. Overall draft grade A+. I love it. Let's go ahead and go to the full results. So those of you guys that are listening, you can kind of hear exactly what we went through here. So we're just going to go to, here we go. Take my deep breath. We got the Raiders taking Fernando. I've already messed up the name. We got the Raiders taking Fernando Mendoza, Jets, David Bailey, Cardinals, Arvell Reese, Titans, Jeremiah Love, Giants, Sonny Styles, Browns, Carnell Tate, Commanders, Makai Lemon, Saints, Mansour Delaney, Chiefs, Francis Mayanu, Giants, again, Jordan Tyson. You've got the Dolphins taking Caleb Downs, the Cowboys taking Jamad McCoy, the Rams.
I will buy a Caleb Downs jersey if we actually draft him.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. He's a good football player.
Get him, I think he gets picked in the top 10.
I agree. Well, you guys can check out my draft later. Jamad McCoy going to the Cowboys. Casey Concepcion going to the Rams. Reuben Bain Jr. to the Ravens. Kenyon Sadiq to the Bucks. Tice Simpson, second quarterback, taken to the Jets. Monroe Freeling to the Lions. Dylan Theinman to the Vikings. Emmanuel McNeil Warren to the Panthers. Keldrick Falk to the Cowboys. Avega Ione, I'm butchering that name, to the Steelers. Caleb Lomu to the Chargers. Spencer Fano to the Eagles. Caden Proctor. Man, just a run on offensive linemen there. I didn't even realize. Caden Proctor to the Browns. Peter Woods to the Bears. Omar Cooper Jr. to the Bills. Max Ironhanker to the 49ers. Probably butchered that name as well. Blake Miller to the Texans. The amount of linemen going in this draft. Colton Hood to the Chiefs. Denzel Boston to the Dolphins, Akeem Messidor to the Patriots, and then Jadarian Price to the Seahawks. Love this draft. Cannot wait for draft night. We are, as it stands right now, roughly 4 days away, 5 days away from the draft. So looking forward to that. Those of you guys listening, those of you guys watching, let us know what you think of this mock draft. Who did we pick too high? Who fell out of the first round that probably should have been picked? Let us know in the comments. We love your feedback. I'd like to hear what you guys think. But, guys, any final thoughts on this mock draft? No final thoughts.
No.
I'm excited. Broncos don't even have a first-round draft pick, and I'm excited.
There's definitely going to be some wild trades.
The more I see on it and everything, I think it's going to be a wild draft night. I think there's going to be a lot of trade ups. I don't think so. I personally think that
I don't think there's a lot of trade ups. I think there's a lot of trade downs.
Here's what I personally think happens.
Okay.
I don't think Sonny Styles gets picked number 5.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys trade up to number 6 and get Sonny Styles.
Okay.
Yep.
That's what I really think happens. And then I think that the Cardinals trade that 3rd pick back with something. And I think that it's somehow mixed in with the Dolphins, and they get their number 30 pick, and they're going to draft Ty Simpson.
So here's what I think. I think you're going to get a lot of desperate teams in the teens trading up into the top 10 to draft a player. I think you're going to see a lot of teams trading back into the end of the first round, but I think a lot of these teams are going to be saving their picks for next year. Like, I don't think you're going to see too many 2027 draft picks being traded away because, like I said, I think that is a stronger draft class overall. But I'm excited. I'm super excited for it. I'll be watching it all 3 days. So, like I said, let us know what you guys think in the comments of this final draft here. Leave your mock drafts. Like, you guys have mock drafts, go ahead and drop them in the comments wherever you want to leave them, or let us know your favorite team. Who do you want to see your favorite team select? Let us know because we'd love to hear it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be reviewing the draft next week at this time, so we'll see you next week.